Tae-jun's phone rings at 2:47 a.m. He's been sitting in his car in the underground garage for 6 hours. Engine off, keys in his lap, staring at the steering wheel like it holds the answer to a question he doesn't know how to ask. His wife is a criminal, the woman he loves, the woman who makes him breakfast every morning, the woman who laughs at his terrible jokes and fits perfectly in his arms when they sleep. She's the architect, the most wanted cybercriminal in Seoul, and she married him to destroy his father. Tae-jun doesn't know if he should arrest her or protect her, turn her in or help her run, hate her or hold her. All he knows is that he can't go back upstairs, can't face her, can't look into those eyes that have lied to him for 18 months. So he sits in his car at 2:47 a.m. and his phone rings. Unknown number. He should ignore it. But prosecutors don't ignore unknown numbers at 2:47 a.m. He answers. Prosecutor Kang. The voice is distorted, mechanical, run through a modulator. This is your only warning. Tae-jun sits up straight. Who is this? Your wife destroyed Judge Kang. That was unfortunate. Judge Kang had friends, powerful friends, friends who paid him millions in bribes over the years. Your wife exposed all of them. Cold dread fills Tae-jun's chest. Those men are very unhappy. They've pooled their resources, put out a contract. $10 million for Amara Okafor, dead or alive. What? She has 48 hours before every assassin, mercenary, and criminal in Seoul knows her location. After that, the voice is cold, clinical. After that, she's dead, along with anyone protecting her, including you, prosecutor. The line goes dead. Tae-jun stares at his phone. $10 million, 48 hours, every assassin in Seoul. He looks up. 32 floors above him is his penthouse, where Blair is sitting alone, unprotected, waiting to see if the man she loves will destroy her. She's a criminal. She lied to him. She destroyed his father. But someone just put a target on her back. And Tae-jun realizes, in this moment, sitting in his car at 2:50 a.m., that he's already made his choice. He doesn't know if it's the right choice, but it's the only choice he can live with. Tae-jun gets out of the car and goes back inside. If the person you loved was a criminal with a $10 million price on their head, would you turn them in or protect them? Drop your answer in the comments below. I need to know. And if you're already hooked on this impossible situation, hit that like button so I know you're here for Blair and Tae-jun's fight to survive. Let's get into it. Blair hasn't moved. She's still sitting on the couch where Tae-jun left her 6 hours ago. Same position, same clothes, like a statue carved from guilt and regret. She hears the door open, looks up. Tae-jun walks in. His suit is wrinkled, his tie is loose. His hair is a mess from running his hands through it for 6 hours straight. He looks exhausted and angry, and something else Blair can't quite read. Tae-jun, someone just called me. His voice is flat, emotionless. Unknown number, distorted voice. They said there's a contract on your life. Blair goes very still. How much? $10 million. She closes her eyes. Who put it out? The people you exposed when you took down my father. Chaebols, politicians, organized crime. They pooled resources. Tae-jun crosses his arms. You have 48 hours before every assassin in Seoul comes for you. Then I need to run, now. Where? I have escape routes, new identities, offshore accounts. I can be out of the country in 3 hours. And then what? Spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder, never staying in one place, never trusting anyone? Blair stands. It's better than being dead. Is it? Tae-jun steps closer. You spent 13 years building toward revenge. You got it. My father is in prison. Judge Kang, Prosecutor Han, Judge Lee, all exposed. You won. I didn't win. I destroyed the man I love. Yes, you did. His voice cracked slightly. You married me to get to my father. You lied to me every single day for 18 months. You made me fall in love with a person who doesn't exist. That's not true, isn't it? Blair Sinclair doesn't exist. She's a cover identity, a fake person. I don't even know who you really are. I'm Amara. Her voice breaks. My name is Amara Okafor. I'm the daughter of Dr. Chidi Okafor. I'm a survivor, and I'm... Tears stream down her face. I'm the woman who fell in love with you even though I wasn't supposed to. Tae-jun stares at her. For a long moment, neither of them moves. Then Tae-jun says quietly, I should arrest you right now. Turn you into protective custody. Let the system handle this. The system? Blair laughs bitterly. The system murdered my father. The system is corrupt. You know that now. Some of it, not all of it. Enough of it. She looks at him. And if you turn me in, they'll kill me in custody. You know they will. They have people inside, guards, cops, prosecutors. So what do you want me to do? Tae-jun's voice rises. Let you run? Help you escape? Become an accomplice? I want you to let me go. Blair walks toward him. Stops a few feet away. I want you to forget you ever met me. Go back to your life. Find someone good. Someone honest. Someone who deserves you. And you. I'll disappear, like I should have done 13 years ago. Tae-jun looks at her. At this woman who destroyed his world. Who lied to him. Who he still loves despite everything. He makes a decision he'll probably regret. 48 hours. Blair blinks. What? You said you have 48 hours. So we have 48 hours to find out who put the contract out and stop it. Tae-jun, not because I forgive you, not because what you did was right, but because letting you die isn't justice. He steps closer. We have 48 hours. We find who's behind the contract. We stop it. And then, after that, you turn yourself in. Properly. You face charges. You testify against everyone you exposed. You do the time. You're asking me to go to prison. I'm giving you a chance to survive long enough to make that choice. Blair stares at him. Why would you do this? I destroyed your father. I lied to you. Because I'm a prosecutor. And prosecutors don't let people die just because they're angry. His jaw tightens. And because, despite everything, I still love you. God help me. I still love you. Blair can't breathe. So? Tae-jun asks. Do we have a deal? She nods. We have a deal. Blair is in the shower when the doorbell rings. Tae-jun looks through the security camera. Detective Park Ji-woo. Standing outside with 2 cups of coffee and a grim expression. He opens the door. We need to talk, Ji-woo says without preamble. How did you know I was here? Because I've been tracking your phone. And when you sat in your car for 6 hours and then came back upstairs at 3 a.m., I figured something was very wrong. She pushes past him into the penthouse, sees the bullet holes from yesterday's revelation. Or very right, depending on your perspective. Tae-jun closes the door. Ji-woo, I know who she is. Ji-woo sets the coffee on the counter. Amara Okafor, the architect. Daughter of Dr. Chidi Okafor, who was wrongfully convicted 13 years ago by your father and 4 other prosecutors. How long have you known? Since yesterday morning. Facial recognition finally pinged. I was coming here to arrest her. Ji-woo looks at him. But then I heard about the contract. You know about that. Every cop in Seoul knows about that. $10 million is the biggest contract in 5 years. Half the underworld is mobilizing. Every assassin, every mercenary, every criminal with a gun is going to be hunting her. Blair emerges from the bedroom. Wet hair, fresh clothes. No makeup. She looks at Ji-woo. So arrest me. I should. Ji-woo crosses her arms. I should arrest both of you. You for being the architect. Him for obstruction of justice. Then do it. I'm not going to. Tae-jun and Blair both stare at her. Why? Tae-jun asks. Because your father was corrupt. Ji-woo looks at him steadily. Judge Kang, Prosecutor Han, Judge Lee, they were all corrupt. They framed an innocent man. They took bribes. They perverted justice for decades. That doesn't make what she did legal. No, but it makes it understandable. Ji-woo turns to Blair. You exposed 20 years of corruption. If you die, that evidence dies with you. The trials collapse. The convictions get overturned. Corrupt men walk free. So you're protecting me to protect your cases. I'm protecting you because you're the only witness who can bring down the entire network. Ji-woo pulls out a file. Drops it on the counter. There's one more name on your list, isn't there? One more target. Blair doesn't answer. Defense Minister Yoon Jae-sung. Ji-woo opens the file. Shows photos. Documents. Former prosecutor. Now controls military budgets and security operations. He was the one who orchestrated your father's wrongful conviction. The other 4 worked for him. Blair's hands clench into fists. He's the one who put the contract out. Jiwoo continues. $10 million to eliminate you before you can expose him. Can you prove that? Taejun asks. Not yet, but I will. Jiwoo looks between them. 48 hours. Find proof that Yoon ordered the hit. Expose him, then turn yourselves in and testify. That's what I already told her, Taejun says. Jiwoo smiles slightly. Then we're on the same page. Blair looks at both of them. Why are you helping me? Because sometimes the law fails, and when it does, people like you fill the gap. Jiwoo heads for the door. Stops. But don't mistake my help for approval. What you did was still illegal. You're still going to prison. The only question is whether you go in alive or in a body bag. She leaves. Taejun and Blair stand in the penthouse. We have a detective on our side, Blair says quietly. We have 48 hours. Taejun corrects. And a $10 million target on your back. Then we better get to work. Blair is setting up her equipment in the secret office when the elevator dings. Taejun is making coffee in the kitchen. He glances at the security monitor. 4 men in maintenance uniforms step out of the elevator on their floor. Something is wrong. The building manager always notifies residents before sending maintenance. No notification came, and those men are walking with purpose. Military precision. Taejun sees the bulges under their jackets. Weapons. Blair, he shouts. Down! The penthouse door explodes inward. Not kicked, breached, with a battering ram. The 4 men pour in, guns raised. Taejun dives behind the kitchen island as bullets shred the air. Coffee machine explodes. Marble counters crack. Glass shatters. Blair is already moving. She rolls out of the office, weapon drawn, one she keeps hidden in the secret room, returns fire, double tap, center mass, first attacker drops. Taejun stares. His wife just killed a man with professional precision. Taejun, gun! Blair slides her backup weapon across the floor. He catches it. Has never fired a weapon outside a range, but survival instinct kicks in. He leans around the island, fires, misses, but forces the attackers into cover. Blair moves like water, like Joan. Tactical, efficient, deadly. She flanks left, takes cover behind the sofa. Second attacker tries to rush her position. She shoots him in the leg. He falls. She disarms him with a brutal kick. Knocks him unconscious. 2 down, 2 left. The remaining attackers split up. One goes for Taejun, one goes for Blair. Taejun's attacker vaults the kitchen. Island. Close quarters. No room to shoot. They grapple. The man is trained. Special forces. Overpowers Taejun easily. Slams him against the wall. Hand around his throat. Choking. Taejun can't breathe. Blair appears behind the attacker. Wraps her arm around his neck. Textbook rear-naked choke. Squeezes. The man releases Taejun. Claws at Blair's arm. She holds. Doesn't let go. Counts to 10. He goes limp. She releases him. He drops. 3 down. The 4th attacker sees he's outmatched. Runs. Blair starts to chase. Let him go! Taejun gasps, rubbing his throat. He'll report back. Good. Let him report that you're more dangerous than they thought. Blair stops, looks at the carnage. 3 men unconscious or dead. Her penthouse destroyed. Again. Taejun is staring at her. Where did you learn to fight like that? His voice is hoarse. Blair holsters her weapon. After my father died, I was alone. 16, foreign country, no money, no family. She looks at him. I survived by being smarter and more dangerous than everyone else. Who taught you? Marcus. He found me living on the streets in Accra, took me in, trained me. She kneels beside one of the unconscious attackers, checks his pulse. Still alive. He taught me to hack, to fight, to become invisible. He turned you into a criminal. He turned me into a survivor. Taejun wants to argue. Can't. Because looking at her now, tactical, competent, deadly, he understands. She didn't become the architect for money or power. She became the architect because it was the only way to survive long enough to get justice. We need to move, Blair says. More will come. Where? I know a place. Okay, pause. Blair just went from non-profit director to full combat mode in 30 seconds. She's not just a hacker. She's a trained warrior. If you're hooked on this action, hit that subscribe button because this is just the beginning. Drop A in the comments if you think Blair and Tae-jun can survive the next 48 hours. Let's keep going. The safe house is in Itaewon. Small apartment, off-grid. Cash rented under a fake name. Blair's been paying for it for 3 years. Emergency backup. She and Tae-jun are there when Marcus arrives. Blair opens the door. A man in his early 40s stands there. Chinese-British. Sharp eyes behind modern glasses, carrying a duffel bag. "You look terrible," Marcus says. "Thanks, you too." Blair pulls him into a hug. Marcus hugs her back, then looks over her shoulder at the Korean man standing tensely in the small living room. "So," Marcus releases Blair. "You're the prosecutor." "Kang Tae-jun." He doesn't offer to shake hands. Marcus Chen, former MI6, current freelance problem solver. Marcus walks past him, drops the duffel bag on the table. "I'm also the one who taught Blair everything she knows about being a criminal, so if you want to arrest someone, arrest me." "I'm not arresting anyone, yet." Marcus smirks. "I like him. He's got backbone." "Marcus," Blair warns. "What? It's true." Marcus opens the duffel. Pulls out laptops, encrypted phones, equipment. "I heard about the contract. 10 million is impressive. You've made some serious enemies." "Defense Minister Yoon." Marcus whistles. "The defense minister himself. Ambitious. He's the one who ordered my father's frame-up. The others were just following orders. And now he wants you dead before you can expose him." Marcus boots up a laptop. "Well, let's not let that happen." Tae-jun watches them work. Blair and Marcus move in perfect sync. Years of partnership evident in every gesture. She starts hacking into defense ministry systems. He runs interference, blocks traces, creates false trails. It's like watching a dance. And Tae-jun feels something he doesn't want to name. Jealousy. "How long have you two worked together?" he asks. 8 years. Marcus answers without looking up. "Since she was 18. And you never tried to stop her? From becoming a criminal?" Now Marcus looks at him. "I tried to stop her from becoming dead. Everything else was secondary. So you taught her to hack, to steal, to break the law." "I taught her to survive. The law didn't protect her. The law killed her father. Why should she trust it?" Marcus leans back. "You're a prosecutor. You believe in the system, but the system failed her, repeatedly. That doesn't justify—" "No, it doesn't. But it explains." Marcus looks at Blair. "She could have become a killer, an assassin. God knows she has the skills, but she chose to be a thief instead. She only targeted corrupt people, only exposed criminals. She could have stolen billions and disappeared. Instead, she used every dollar to fund her nonprofit, to help people. She's still a criminal. Yes, and you still love her. What does that say about you?" Tae-jun has no answer. They're eating takeout, or trying to. When Tae-jun finally asks, "Tell me everything, the real story, not the cover identity, the truth." Blair sets down her chopsticks. "My father was Dr. Chidi Okafor, professor of political science at University of Ghana. He specialized in anti-corruption research." She looks at her hands. 13 years ago, he was investigating South Korean military corruption. Arms deals, bribes, money laundering. He had evidence that would have destroyed dozens of careers, including Defense Minister Yoon's. Yes, Yoon was a prosecutor then. Rising star. My father's research threatened everything. Blair's voice is flat, reciting facts to avoid feeling them. Yoon ordered him silenced, but killing a foreign professor would have raised questions, so they framed him instead. For embezzlement. Fabricated evidence, coerced witnesses, planted documents. Your father, Prosecutor Kang, handled the case, made sure my father was convicted." She looks at Tae-jun. "He got 15 years, died in prison after 2 years. Heart attack, except I don't think it was a heart attack." Tae-jun's jaw tightens. "You think they killed him?" "I know they did, but I can't prove it." "What happened to you?" "I was 16, alone in Ghana. No money. My father's assets were frozen as part of the conviction. I had nothing." She drinks water. I survived on the streets for 6 months, learned to pickpocket, to steal food, to sleep in places no one would look. And then Marcus found you. I tried to hack an ATM, got sloppy. He caught me. Blair smiles slightly. But instead of turning me in, he offered to teach me. Really teach me. He was retired MI6, freelancing. He saw potential. He saw an angry teenager he could mold into a weapon. Maybe, or maybe he saw someone who deserved a chance to fight back. Blair looks at Tae-jun. I spent 8 years training, learning to hack, to fight, to infiltrate, and all I could think about was making them pay. All 5 men who destroyed my father. Judge Kang, Prosecutor Han, Judge Lee, Prosecutor Choi, and Defense Minister Yoon. I took down 2 before I met you, Han and Lee, exposed their corruption, destroyed their careers. She pauses, and then I needed access to Judge Kang, your father. So I built a cover identity. Blair Sinclair, non-profit director, sweet, harmless, perfect wife material. And you targeted me. Yes. She meets his eyes. I researched you, learned your habits, your coffee shop, your routines, and then I accidentally bumped into you one day, spilled your coffee, apologized, bought you a new one. Tae-jun remembers. 2 years ago. The coffee shop near his office. A beautiful woman with an apologetic smile. It wasn't chance. It was a con. I flirted. Blair continues. You flirted back. We started dating. You never suspected. Why would you? I was just a nice woman who happened to like you. Her voice cracks. And then something happened I didn't plan for. What? I fell in love with you? Tears in her eyes. You were supposed to be a mark, access to your father. But you were kind, and funny, and dedicated to justice even when it was hard. You believed in doing the right thing. You were everything my father taught me to value. So you married me anyway. I tried to walk away. I swear I tried. But you proposed, and I... She wipes her eyes. I said yes because I love you. Because I wanted that life. The real life. Not the cover. I wanted to be your wife. Really be your wife. But you still planned to destroy my father. Yes, because he still deserved it. Because my father still deserved justice. Blair looks at him. I thought I could have both, love and revenge. I was wrong. Silence. I don't know if I can forgive you, Tae-jun says quietly. I know, but I understand why you did it, and I... He reaches across the table, takes her hand. I still love you. I wish I didn't, but I do. Blair holds his hand like a lifeline. 48 hours, she whispers. 48 hours, he confirms. Marcus finds it. Got him. He turns the laptop. Shows encrypted files. Yoon's private server. He's not as careful as he thinks. Blair and Tae-jun crowd around. The screen shows emails, financial records, evidence spanning 15 years, arms deals with North Korean intermediaries, bribes from chaebols totaling 500 million assassination orders, including one dated 2 days ago, contract, Amara OK4, 10 millimeters, priority alpha. There, Tae-jun points. That's proof he ordered the hit. It's also proof of everything else. Blair scrolls through. This is enough to destroy him, and 20 other officials. But there's a problem, Marcus says grimly. What problem? He pulls up another file. Yoon has insurance. If he's arrested or killed, explosives detonate at 3 locations. Blair's blood runs cold. The screen shows photos. Hope Foundation office, her non-profit, where her staff works. Seoul Central Prosecutor's office, where Tae-jun works. Myeongdong subway station, where thousands of commuters pass through daily. He's willing to kill hundreds of people to protect himself, Tae-jun breathes. Thousands. Marcus corrects. If that subway bomb goes off during rush hour. Blair stands, paces, thinks. We need to disarm the bombs first, then arrest Yoon. How? We don't even know where they are. Yes, we do. Blair points at the screen. He has to monitor them, which means remote detonators, which means they're broadcasting a signal. Marcus grins. You want to hack the detonators? I want to find them, disarm them, and then take Yoon down. That's insane, Tae-jun says. That's the only way to save lives. How long do we have? Blair checks the encrypted files. According to this, the bombs are on a 48-hour timer, same as the contract deadline. He's covering all his bases, Marcus mutters. Then we have until tomorrow night. Blair looks at both of them. Can we do it? Marcus nods. I can trace the detonator signals, find the physical locations. I'll coordinate with Jiwoo, Tae-jun says. Get bomb disposal ready. And I'll hack Yoon's security. Blair sits back down at the laptop. Find out where he keeps his backup evidence, the insurance he's holding over everyone's heads. Where would that be? Somewhere secure, somewhere only he has access. She types rapidly. A private vault, military-grade security, in... She pauses. Gangnam, high-rise building, 5th floor. Can you get us in? Tae-jun asks. Blair smiles. It's not a nice smile. I'm the architect. I can get us anywhere. Seoul Detention Center. Tae-jun sits across from his father in the visiting room. Judge Kang looks 10 years older than when he was arrested. Orange jumpsuit. No more expensive suits. No more power. Just an old man facing the consequences of his choices. You came, Judge Kang says. Surprised. I need information. Of course you do. My son, the prosecutor, always working. Bitter. Defense Minister Yoon, you worked for him on the Okafor case. Judge Kang's expression shudders. I have nothing to say about that. He put a $10 million contract on my wife's head. He's planted bombs at 3 locations in Seoul. Hundreds of people will die if I don't stop him. Tae-jun leans forward. So you're going to tell me where he keeps his insurance files, the evidence he's holding over everyone, or I walk out and let him kill innocent people. Your choice. His father stares at him. She got to you, the Okafor girl. She turned you against me. You turned me against you, when you framed an innocent man, when you took bribes, when you betrayed everything you taught me about justice. I did what I had to do. You did what was convenient. Tae-jun's voice rises. You destroyed a man's life, his daughter's life. For what? Money, promotion, power. For survival. Yoon would have destroyed me if I didn't cooperate. Then you should have let him. Better to lose your career than your soul. Judge Kang looks away, hands shaking. Did you know Dr. Okafor was innocent? Tae-jun asks quietly. Long silence. Yes. Barely a whisper. Then why? Because Yoon ordered it. And when Yoon orders something, you obey or you disappear. Judge Kang looks at his son. He's untouchable. Military connections, political connections. He knows where all the bodies are buried because he buried most of them himself. Where does he keep his insurance files? Private vault, Gangnam Tower, 5th floor. Access code changes daily. Biometric security, military-grade encryption. Judge Kang shakes his head. You'll never get in. I will, because I have the best hacker in Seoul helping me. Your wife. Yes. She'll betray you eventually. That's what criminals do. Maybe. Or maybe she's the most honest person I know. Because at least she admits what she is. Tae-jun stands. Goodbye, father. Tae-jun. He doesn't look back. Back at the safe house. Blair has schematics pulled up, building layouts, security protocols. Gangnam Tower, 5th floor, private vault owned by Defense Minister Yoon. She points at the screen. Triple security, biometric locks, rotating access codes, armed guards. So impossible, Marcus says. No, just difficult. Blair smiles. Lucky for us, I've been planning this heist for 2 years. Tae-jun blinks. You have. Yoon was always the final target. I've been studying his security, looking for weaknesses. She pulls up more files. He has a gala tonight. Military charity event. He'll be there, which means the vault will have minimal security. How minimal? 2 guards instead of 6. Same locks, but fewer witnesses. So we hit it tonight. We hit it tonight, Blair confirms. Marcus traces the bomb signals, disarms them remotely if possible. Jiwoo coordinates with bomb disposal for backup, and you and I break into the vault, get the evidence, expose Yoon, end this. What could possibly go wrong? Marcus says dryly. Everything, Blair admits. But it's the only play we have. Tae-jun looks at her, at this woman who destroyed his life and is now trying to save it. I'm trusting you, he says. I know. If this goes wrong, it won't. But if it does, Blair crosses to him, takes his face in her hands. If it goes wrong, I want you to know. I love you, really love you, not the cover identity, not the fake wife. Me, Amara, the broken girl who learned to be dangerous. I love you. Tae-jun kisses her. Deep, desperate, knowing it might be the last time. Let's not die tonight, he murmurs against her lips. Deal. Gangnam Tower is lit up like a beacon. 50 stories of glass and steel in the heart of Seoul's wealthiest district. Blair and Tae-jun approach in all black. Tactical gear, comms in their ears. Marcus's voice crackles through. Security feed is looped. You have 20 minutes before the loop resets and they notice. Copy, Blair says. They slip past the lobby. Take the service elevator to the 5th floor. 2 guards stand outside the vault door. I'll handle them, Blair whispers. Before Tae-jun can object, she moves. Silent, fast, efficient. Takes down the first guard with a chokehold. Second guard reaches for his weapon. Tae-jun tackles him. They struggle. The guard is trained, strong, but Tae-jun has desperation and rage on his side. He pins the guard, knocks him unconscious. You're getting better at this, Blair notes. I hate that I'm getting better at this. They drag the guards into a storage closet, zip tie them, then turn to the vault door. Triple locks, biometric scanner, keypad. Blair pulls out equipment. This'll take 5 minutes. We have 18. Then I'll work fast. She does. Hacks the biometric scanner using a bypass she designed specifically for this system. Cracks the rotating access code using quantum computing. Defeats the third lock with pure skill and a lot of swearing. At 9:17 p.m., the vault opens. They step inside. It's a small room, climate-controlled, lined with servers and file cabinets. Blair goes straight to the main server. Downloading now. This is everything. Every crime Yoon has committed. Every person he's blackmailing. Every... Alarms blare. Red lights flash. What the hell? Marcus's voice in their ears. The loop just broke. They know you're there. How? Blair's fingers fly over the keyboard. I was careful. He knew you were coming. Tae-jun realizes. Yoon knew. This was a trap. The vault door slams shut. Locks engage. They're sealed inside. And then a screen flickers to life on the wall. Defense Minister Yoon's face appears. Cold. Calculating. Hello, Amara. Or should I call you Blair? Or Mrs. Kang? He smiles. Did you really think I wouldn't anticipate this? Blair's jaw tightens. Let us out. No, I don't think I will. You see, you've been very troublesome. Exposing my associates, ruining carefully laid plans. It's time to eliminate the problem. Permanently. The bombs, Tae-jun says. Yes, the bombs, which will detonate in... Yoon checks his watch. 10 minutes, along with the vault you're currently sealed inside. 3 birds, 1 stone, efficient. You'll kill hundreds of people, Tae-jun shouts. I'll eliminate threats and send a message. Anyone who crosses me dies, along with everyone they love. Yoon's smile widens. Enjoy your last few minutes together. I hear dying in an explosion is quite painless. Mostly. The screen goes dark. Blair is already at the door. Marcus, tell me you can override... Working on it. Marcus's voice is strained. The vault has triple redundancy. I need... We don't have time. Tae-jun looks around. Is there another way out? No, it's a vault. That's the point. Then we're dead. Not yet. Blair pulls out her phone, calls Ji-woo. Detective, the bombs, where are they? Ji-woo's voice. My team just located them, all 3 sites. We're moving to disarm... You have 9 minutes. That's not enough time. Make it enough, because if those bombs go off, Tae-jun and I die too. She hangs up. Tae-jun stares at her. That's your plan? Hope bomb disposal works fast? No, that's plan B. Blair goes back to the server. Plan A is finishing the download and transmitting everything before we die. To who? Every news outlet in Seoul, every prosecutor, every cop, every government official. She types rapidly. If we're going to die, we're taking Yoon down with us. Blair, help me or don't, but I'm not dying for nothing. Tae-jun helps. They work together. Download files, prepare transmissions, cue everything to send. 7 minutes left. 6, 5. Marcus, I'm through the first lock. 4 minutes. 3. Ji-woo. First bomb disarmed. 2 minutes. Marcus. Second lock. Come on. 1 minute. Blair hits send. Every file, every crime, every piece of evidence, transmitted to 1,000 recipients. Yoon's empire is about to collapse, even if they die in the process. 30 seconds. I love you, Tae-jun says. I love you too, Blair whispers. 20 seconds. Ji-woo. Second bomb disarmed. 10 seconds. Marcus. Third lock. Got it! The vault door swings open. 5 seconds. They run. Sprint down the hallway. Hit the stairs. Take them 3 at a time. 0. Nothing happens. No explosion. They keep running. Burst out of the building. Into the street. Police cars everywhere. Bomb disposal units. Chaos. Ji-woo is there. Sees them. Relief floods her face. Third bomb? Blair gasps. Disarmed. 30 seconds ago. You're alive. They're alive. Tae-jun pulls Blair into his arms, holds her so tight she can barely breathe. They're alive. And Defense Minister Yoon is finished. The evidence Blair transmitted hits every news outlet simultaneously. By midnight, it's the biggest scandal in Korean history. Defense Minister Yoon is arrested at his gala, in front of 200 witnesses, in his military dress uniform. The footage goes viral. 20 other officials are arrested over the next 12 hours. The corruption network collapses, and Blair keeps her word. At dawn, she walks into Seoul Central Prosecutor's office with Ji-woo. Tae-jun is there, watching. Ji-woo reads her rights. Amara Okafor, you're under arrest for computer fraud, theft, and about 40 other charges we'll figure out later. Blair holds out her wrists for the handcuffs. I'll testify, she says. Full cooperation, against everyone. That'll help, but you're still looking at 5 to 10 years. I know. Ji-woo cuffs her, leads her toward the holding cells. Blair stops, looks back at Tae-jun. He looks devastated, determined, and something else. Hopeful. I'll wait, he says. Tae-jun, you can't. However long it takes, 5 years, 10 years, I'll wait. And when you get out, if you still want me, I'll always want you. Then I'll be here. Tears stream down Blair's face. I don't deserve you. Probably not, but you're stuck with me anyway. He smiles, small, sad, real. I love you, Amara Okafor, criminal mastermind and all. I love you too, Kang Tae-jun, prosecutor and all. Ji-woo leads her away. Tae-jun watches until she disappears. Detective Park returns. You know she'll get at least 5 years. Then I'll wait 5 years. You're an idiot. Probably, but she's my idiot. Seoul Central District Court. The biggest corruption trial in Korean history is underway. Blair testifies via video link from prison. She's wearing orange. Hair pulled back. No makeup. But when she looks at the camera, at Tae-jun sitting in the courtroom, she smiles. He smiles back, and mouths, I'm still here. She mouths back, I know. Her testimony brings down 37 corrupt officials, including Defense Minister Yoon, who gets life in prison. Judge Kang gets 15 years. Prosecutor Han gets 20. All because one woman refused to let her father's murder go unpunished. After court, Tae-jun visits Blair in prison. They sit across from each other. Glass between them. Phones to their ears. 5 years, the judge said, with good behavior. I can do 5 years. I know you can. Tae-jun places his hand on the glass. And I'll be here, every week, waiting. Blair places her hand on the opposite side. You should move on. Find someone. No. Tae-jun? No. You're it for me. Criminal record and all. She laughs, crying. You're insane. About you? Yes. They sit like that, hands on opposite sides of the glass, connected despite the barrier. For the first time in 13 years, Amara Okafor has hope. Her father is avenged, justice was served, and the man she loves is waiting for her. 5 years. She can do 5 years, because she's a survivor, and survivors never give up. This is part 2. Blair and Tae-jun survived, exposed the corruption, took down Defense Minister Yoon and 37 other officials. But now she's in prison for 5 years, and he's waiting. Will their love survive years apart? Can they build a life after everything they've been through? Hit that like button if you're Team Tae-jun waiting forever. Subscribe to Soul Heart Stories because Part 3 is the finale, and you do not want to miss how their story ends. Where are you watching from? Drop your country. Thank you for being here, for believing in second chances, in love that survives impossible odds, in justice, even when it costs everything. This is Soul Heart Stories, where love and justice collide. How's your day going? Let me know. See you in Part 3. Stay blessed.